Hello and welcome to another episode of Masterpiece Retro. I am your host, Neesmaza07, aka the Vintage Game Finder. Good to have you back. Today's showcase is a game that's I wouldn't say underappreciated as much as it is undiscovered by a lot of retro collectors that are starting out. I know I was one of them, and the reasons vary, of course. One, you never heard of it. Two, is really hard to obtain. But during the early console wars of the late 80s, early 90s, a lot of these manufacturers deemed it necessary to have an official mascot for their video game consoles. Nintendo had Mario and Luigi, of course. Sega had Sonic the Hedgehog, Alex Kidd. But for this particular console, this mascot was more discovered than anything else by their manufacturers, because it's a game that didn't initially come out with the console, at least in North America. I can only vouch for that area. But to me, and in a lot of people's eyes, it became an official mascot for that console, although underappreciated and extremely undermarketed, that's for sure, especially in North America. And that mascot I'm referring to is a mascot for Hudson and NEC, and that's Bonk. A lot of people don't know what his last name is, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with Bonk Rodriguez. And it's Bonk's Adventure for the TurboGrafx 16, aka PC Engine.
Well, here we go. My first time playing Bonk's Adventure from NEC for the TurboGrafx 16, aka PC Engine. And let me just give you a general description on it. It was published by NEC, of course, developed by Alice, released 1990, and also available for this was a multi-platform release, and that's pretty cool. I thought it was exclusive to this console, but you know, that's awesome as well. It's also available for Amiga, Game Boy, NES. It's probably available for download on the PSP, the PS3, the Wii, and the Wii U, and it's pretty cool that those options are still available for the new and the old gamers. But pretty much the gist of it is it's a prehistoric platform setting. A game in which you're in control of a large, bald-headed caveman named Bonk, of course, you're guiding him through the levels, taking out all kinds of different prehistoric animals. In this case, a lizard turtle hybrid or something, and it's all in the effort to you gotta guess, but you'll never guess. You gotta rescue a princess, and her name is Princess Za, and you're rescuing her from King Drool, because he's attempting a coup on the kingdom, and I guess you're you got it in with Princess Za or whatever, and she wants you to save her and shit. But so far, a real big difference from the last game I reviewed. I'm actually enjoying. I actually enjoyed playing the game. I really enjoy the gameplay, the color, the use of it, and just how energetic the game feels. I don't want to say it was Sonic the Hedgehog energetic, but not too far from it. And this game could have had such if I would tell you some of the cons that I think that ended up determining my score would be, it was just I don't know, I think this game just should have been bundled with the console when they tried to invest in North America, and the marketing was just like bad or non-existent. I remember seeing maybe some old school Toys R Us ads in the newspaper, uh, and they're just right there in the bottom right corner. You know what I'm saying? Like almost out of the whole frame of the picture, and nobody really talked about it. This console in particular and the Atari Jaguar, it was like that, and even worse for Neo Geo and 3DO. Don't even get me started on that. I don't know. For some reason, North Jersey was not that prevalent with that kind of stuff. I mean, at least in my experiences. But yeah, at that point, I was in and out of collecting. So, but yeah, 1990 was definitely one of those golden years. Where you know, it was just a free for all. You had the console wars, Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and that's all everybody really talked about. And this, I felt like the Turbo Graphics was the black sheep of the whole scenario. You know, they were trying to wave like, "Hey, we're Turbo Graphics 16. We're over here." You know what I'm saying? But nah, nobody really paid attention. You know. But now there's definitely a niche for every console when it comes to this stuff. But this one in particular, I always wanted one just because it felt so. You know what I say? Like I said before, it felt like the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always suffocating for somebody to just throw it maybe a teaspoon of attention or something. You know what I mean? And it took decades, but it looks and it feels like this console is breathing new life, and that's awesome. As a collector, it's an awesome feeling to know that is a possibility, given especially today's market. So gameplay is amazing, as you can see. This level struck me as a little weird because I didn't know, this is the first time I remember at least seeing when I was younger, seeing something like this. Like you're inside somebody a freaking dinosaur's body. That's pretty cool. Like you ask any 8-year-old kid and they're into gross shit. So that's definitely an attention getter right there. And you definitely remember stuff like that growing up. Like, yeah, that level was crazy. And I guess you're in his uterus or something. And I hope you guys are laughing at me because I just said the guy has a uterus. But yeah, I mean, the game's good. We're probably going to edit a little, and after this edit, I will show you the last level. Okay, this is the last level, and like you see me walking in and stuff, and boom, this big ass, like huge ass dinosaur, like an evil Barney he's like pissed off and he's throwing like snot bubbles at me. And I don't know about you, but I don't like snot bubbles, and I don't appreciate that very much. So I gotta put a stop to it. And for the first level boss is a big responsibility in any game, especially a game where you're relying so heavily on that mascot to do big and bold things for your company. And I think they hit it out of the park with this first level enemy. You're gonna remember him, like when you grow up as well. You're gonna remember the moments where you encountered something like that when you see it today. Even like I remember seeing bits of that footage bits of the footage we saw earlier where he's hitting the dinosaur in the head, and like his tongue comes out and then he swallows you and shit. Like, I saw that, and then footage of what you're seeing now, which is the boss fight. And it is crazy how, like, the first time I'm playing it, that's the memory that just popped in my head. Like, wow, watching that as a kid and thinking, how would I ever play something like this? Like, I only seen it in newspapers, so I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna see it at all. You know, by the way the sales figures turned out, and how many consoles they sold in North America. You know, so but overall, I give it a very good score. I do recommend it, and yeah, definitely recommend it. And we'll never know the mystery if this game was bundled, how things would have turned out for NEC and Hudson. We'll never know.